Hello lovely people, how are you today? I hope you're well. Welcome to Mel's Mindful Musings. I felt I needed a bit of colour today, so wrapping myself in all of it. Beautiful fresh morning again. I'm running another lovely workshop today, so I'm really excited to meet some more lovely people. The question that came up for the group yesterday was this: what kinds of routines or habits limit my experience of everyday life? Give that some thought for a minute. We often hear the phrase when we're talking about our own self-care, and I've used it: do you say yes too often when you should be saying no? Well, with this question in mind, it's the other way around for me. When do you say no as a habit before thinking, and then don't have to immediately say yes, but how often do you limit your life? How often do you stop yourself from having amazing experiences? Or how often have you said, oh, I wish I'd said something to that person, I wish I'd spoken to them, I wish I'd gone with my intuition and met with them, spoken to them, etc., or done that, or I wish I'd said yes, they've all gone now and I wish I'd gone with them, etc., etc. It just goes on and on. Do you have the habit of saying no before saying yes? Do you have the habit of refusing something because your immediate reaction is, I can't do it, I'm too scared, it's too worrying, what might happen, etc., etc.? How many wonderful experiences have you missed out on because you've said no rather than yes, I will? That could even be as much as somebody saying, do you fancy coming round for a coffee and cake? Or do you fancy just popping out for a walk? And we say, oh, I've got to clear up the house, or I've got to get on with this, and we put it off. And yet if we'd gone, we'd have come back and still got on with what we had, but we'd have also had that connection with a friend, we'd have had a wonderful walk, or we'd have had that experience. I just read a lovely post from a lady who was saying just that through opening a door for someone as they went into a supermarket, I believe, and then she did it again on the way out, she ended up talking to the lady, and cut a long story short, they ended up friends. She ended up supporting her. She found that the lady she'd helped was very lonely. She'd recently lost somebody. They helped each other and then became friends. Those are the synchronistic moments that if we let them go by because we say we're too busy or we rush off, and yet we know it you get it in your solar plexus, where you just know you were meant to have acted, you're meant to have said yes, but we let fear overcome us. We let doubt, we let all those million thoughts that we could write a book with the thoughts that come off those comments. I don't mean that we have to say yes to everything, but when you get that feeling that yes, you think you might, or if the no comes very, very quickly, but it's not because you really, really don't want to, it's because you're not sure, try and stop just for a minute and take a breath. Maybe even say, I'll get back to you, if it's quite a commitment. And then have a think about it. At least then you know when you say no, you really don't fancy it. And that's okay. But where so many people are longing for connection at the moment, maybe when you smile at someone, you end up having a conversation. You never know where that might lead to, how you might help each other. I know I've had two beautiful gifts recently. I did a post about gifts, and I received, after I'd done a talk, the most beautiful set of vanilla candles, and I thought, that I love them anyway, I love candles, but I thought it's also a gift on another level. It helps you bring peace and calm, and lighting a candle in these autumn months, so it would bring the scent that I could smell. It would bring me light in the darkness. And then another friend bought me a whole bowl of food from her allotment. Wow. When I put it all together in a bowl, the colours, it looked a bit like me actually. And I just thought, the gift of food, the gift of sustenance. Is there anything better? The gift of light and the gift of sustenance. Aren't I the lucky one? How lucky to know people like that in my life. So have a think. What routines or habits are limiting your experience of everyday life? I've just mentioned one. There could be others. Is it your work habits? Are you working too many hours and excluding people? And if you're enjoying it, that's one thing. But if you're finding other things are suffering, do you have a habit of totally neglecting your self-care? For me at the moment, I was talking yesterday about how now is such an important time more than ever to look to our self-care, to build on our backpack of self-preservation tools, if you like, to look to our health, to our diet, to our exercise, to our self-care of building our strength, our immunity. What habits there do you need to look at to maybe make some changes? I'm thinking of lots at the moment. I've made several. I'm doing a liver cleanse at the moment, so all helps to build the immunity, make us feel better, make us feel more vibrant. So I'll leave you with that, and I wish you a wonderful day. You be well. Bye.